people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis, here today with another reaction. Let's go right ahead and get back to it. Back to some Christian hip-hop, CHH, contemporary gospel. I call it holier than thou music, I say jokingly, because we have my guy, NF. That's right. I know I came around late. Okay, you don't need to remind me. NF's Hope, the official music video released on February 16th, 2023. This is NF's first single release since he came out with, I want to say, the Clouds mixtape back in March of 2021, I believe. So yeah, there's that. Let me take these off because these are like glasses and they're supposed to be like blue light for you to see very clear on your laptop, but they're kind of like blinding my eyes right about now. So yes, you're going to see my face with the eyes, you know what I mean? The eyes are looking pretty good. But anyways, enough about me. We are here with NF's Hope, produced by Tommy Prophet, NF, and Jeff Solka. Serving as the lead single for his album, Hope, his fifth album, by the way, which is set to be released on April 7th, 2023. Let's see what this is all about. You know, he's come a long way, so we're going to go right here and hear how NF approaches this record. I will be trying to check it out somehow, and then we're going to piece all together, and we're going to get to the message and all that. I believe my last reaction to NF was Clouds back in March of 2021.
Born efficient, got ambition, sort of vicious, yep, that's me. Not artistic, unrealistic, chauvinistic, not those things. Go the distance, so prolific, post-cryptic, move swiftly, unsubmissive, the king of mischief, the golden ticket, rare sight to see. I stay committed, embrace the rigid, I'm playful with it, yeah, basically. Too great to mimic, you hate your bitter, no favoritism, that's fine with me. Create the riddles, portrayed uncivil, unsafe a little. Oh yes indeed, it's plain and simple, I'm far from brittle, unbreakable, you following?
Yeah, 2 years in the making. We here. We is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This is NF's Hope, proceeding to the upcoming album, Hope, in April next month. Yeah, we did that thing. Also, a lyrical breakdown will be provided once the song gets over. Stay tuned. And yes, you guys, I do have another YouTube channel. It is called The King Life Podcast, alongside my good friend and fellow co-host Anthony Lombard. Our latest episode, will you press the button? It was fun. Check it out. Enjoy. Okay, enough talking. Let's get to this reaction. Here we go.
I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me.
I'll put this back on. No, it look really cool, right? Try something different.
Know you've been praying for my soul.
Try like this. Yeah, there we go.
30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver.
Okay.
Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different.
Wow.
So without further ado, I like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is while everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success?
Yeah.
Creating something no one else can.
Yes.
Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one.
Yeah.
Someone who ain't never had nothing, ain't afraid to walk away from more perfect because they rather do something that they really love and take the pain.
Come on, bro.
Never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some
Yes, sir.
ability so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope.
He's looking at the reflection of who he was, of who he once was. Nice callback, bro.
Baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was him. They get it.
Oh. Dang. I wonder if someone ever fell down from there, or like from something that's that high, and it's probably survived. I mean, probably got hurt and injured and went to the hospital, but.
Pains are necessary, evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree with.
This beat, bro.
I needed to get help and start the healing process. See if I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example. What happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons? Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did.
Woo!
Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window, questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you. I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years.
This vision was very impressive, bro.
30 years of fearful, 30
very
years of
impressive.
anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of pain, 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking up. I'm taking up.
Hey, bro. Yes, sir. NF killed this song. This record, all in all, was fire. And no, I mean that. Fire. Flame emojis all around the comments. I don't want to see nothing but flame emojis all around the comments. I'm serious. But at the same time, I'm just being silly and, whatnot. But yeah, I'm serious too. NF, you have officially returned to form, but in a different way. And I love that, the visual had a contrast. It showed the old NF trying to battle with the new NF, because the new NF has shown growth. He has shown maturity. He has adapted to what he wants to transpire or transcend music next. And I think that is very important when it comes to your artistry, when it comes to, going to different depths, things that you have never, attacked to and gotten your point across with some things. I'm hoping that with this album, no pun intended, that when we get this album, it's a different aspect of what NF is going to talk about. Some different songs. I understand he has to get towards the mental health direction and he likes to talk about songs regarding mental health, but I think this could be more of a lighter side of NF that we might be getting very, very soon. I don't know, I could be wrong, but then again, I hope this album does much better than The Search. I did not say The Search was also a bad album, just wasn't particularly my favorite NF album out of all his albums that he's actually released. But I digress. Let's go right ahead and get towards the lyrical breakdown minus the intro, which there is one. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right, while everybody else is tucking their tail between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. This may be a reference to the song Why back in June of 2018, where NF did question, success, perhaps maybe to his listeners around that time too, where he says, yeah, what's your definition of success? He also said in the interview that at the end of the day, quote unquote, it's all about being him, being authentic, being your true self, and being able to believe in yourself when no one else can. And I think that's very important, like how he mentions about being successful creatively, because at the end of the day, that's very true. Success does not come in the midst of doing things simple. You doing things that's this amount of little, I don't believe you're going to measure up to success. You have to keep going and being consistent, which is why I continuously be consistent on this channel. I try my hardest to. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I try my hardest to in order for me to gain my success. And when that success is presented to me back through God, I will know that for a fact, when it comes to this, I am successful. For me, I don't necessarily need to define success only because I'm already success. Just by living and being alive. Yes, sir. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times where there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from. More profit because they rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they could feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing. I believe that when NF did hope that he is showing here, there is positives to his success. There is positives for him to recognize, for him to acknowledge very much better than he did in Why. Why was the negatives of how he viewed success, because he questioned pretty much almost everything there was that came around with it. And I love that the theme here is success, even though we're talking about hope and the motivation and the drive to get back to doing very, very well in your career, whether that is doing music or not doing music. Very relatable, 1000%. What a little bit of faith can do if you don't even believe in you. Why will you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? That's really true, bro. That's really true. It's very apparent because people will tell you every now and then they don't see you going far in life. They don't see you doing so well in life. And then when you do well and you go so far in life, you don't necessarily need to prove them. Rather, you have to show them. You know what I mean? So when people say, I'm going to prove you wrong, I'm going to prove you wrong, you don't need to prove nobody wrong if you know what you got is right. You know what I mean? So you don't need to have to tell anyone. All you just got to do is show the end results. And it comes with your flowers after. I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. Facts, 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 facts. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. If y'all remember, NF would figuratively hold these black balloons that he would start carrying around, I want to say after he had unlocked the cage and he had left the mansion aspect of his career with that album. And he would take that to, I want to say After Perception, the album, which is one of my favorite NF albums, by the way. Love that album. He took that and he established it towards Why. And I believe Why is from the album Search, which was in 2018, of course. He even said in Leave Me Alone back in 2019 that I should let him go and watch him flow away. But I'm scared if I do, then I'll be more afraid. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! I said stop it!
which is funny because now he is saying, I'm going to let them go. The balloons, the darkness, the hatred, the pain, all that's going away at this moment. He's letting go that shopping cart and of his former self to be acknowledged to a lighter version of who he is right now. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill the void, pretending I was in. They get it. Verse 2. Growing pains a necessary evil. Difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree with. On the other hand, it was the push I needed. It's one of the main reasons why fans love NF to this day. Stuff like this. Everyone goes through their own form of issues. When it comes to their psyche, when it comes to postpartum depression, it can be PTSD, it can be anxiety, numbness, all these different forms of what we go through, our feelings, our emotions, capture our problems. And sometimes that pain of our problems need to be solved. And in those times, we listen to music for that way to get out of it, for us to break, for us to escape our mental cages. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth, really. To get help and start the healing process. See if I have never hit rock bottom. Would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose not to accept defeat and face your demons. You're my hero, bro. Like, this gotta be my hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a hero in CHH or just a hero beyond. He's now the Superman that Eminem wished he was. He's now the Superman that Eminem wished he was from back then. He is the Superman NF mentioned. He is the prophecy, the prophesized Superman NF. He is the prophesized Superman Eminem talked about years ago.
In time, you will help them.
Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get that opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you got to be someone you're not, to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. I believe the voice of reason here is God. For NF, it took him having to talk with God, face God, come to God, and tell him how he felt regarding his emotions or his mental health. And that had to be addressed. In order for him to become the greatest version of himself, he had to fully be vulnerable. And I know it sounds sometimes like weak or not tough to some people, but for me, it's not weak. It's not, quote unquote, a bad thing. It takes a real human being to express how they feel. And that's a fact. I don't care. No opinions, that's a fact. Overall, I thoroughly really enjoyed this record. NF did his thing, okay? He did his thing. Cannot wait to do some more reactions for the day. He got a song called Motto. I'm going to get to that one. So hopefully you guys check this one first before we get to Motto the second. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This was NF's Hope, the official music video produced by Tommy Prophet, NF, and Jeff Soika. Proceeding to the upcoming release of his 5th studio album, Hope, which will be released in April. I think on the 7th. Yeah. If you guys would like to, feel free to donate a super thanks. I would love it. I would love it. The support would do so much for me, and I would try to get products and clothing stuff done. Still work in progress, but we'll try to get there to help you guys and provide maybe awards, maybe something I give off for, great discount or great cause. You get the point. I just want to do something nice that will come with just supporting this channel and keeping it going, because we want to make sure that this goes up, not blows up, but goes up, because I'm not trying to explode. You feel me? Seriously. Follow me on my social media, from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter, where I will promote most of my content, trying my hardest to remain consistently active on a daily basis. You'll get reactions, either in the day or later. But you'll see. You'll see. King Life, we are out.